talk about some of the fitness myths surrounding the industry, and there's plenty of them. One, you need a pit bull to get jacked. Debatable. We're going to leave that one. Two, time of day that you eat. Yes and no. It shows, there's a lot of data and studies that show time of day doesn't matter as much as some of you want to believe it does. Now, if you're in different phases, a bulk, for instance, you eat every 2 hours. You eat constantly, especially if you're eating clean. You want to eat every 2 hours just to get all of those calories in, because let me tell you, eating 3,500 calories clean, fucking hard. So time of day, don't put too much relevance on it. You can go and look at all the studies for yourself to see that it doesn't do much. Especially these guys are saying, don't eat past 8 o'clock. Look, if you want to be that guy who wakes up every morning, 2:30 in the morning, fucking starving, dreaming about cheeseburgers, or you want to be that guy that ate at 9, went to bed at 10, and you slept through the night because you were full. I'm not saying have a little bit of carbs before your workout isn't good. Of course it'll be a good thing for you. Carbohydrates is going to give you energy. It's going to help you push a little bit more through your workout. But I like the post-workout meal. After you're showered, you eat, you're relaxed. That's when you're growing. That's when all that food and that protein is, and relaxation is helping you grow. So I'm a believer in that. Leaving 4 or 5 reps in reserves will grow you the same as failure. Not true. Again, many studies that these guys are all doing. I know this seems to be a big controversial thing on YouTube lately. I'm seeing a gazillion influencers and fitness gurus and whatever else talking about it's okay if you leave 5 to 6 in reserve, and it is. It is okay. But don't compare it to the same as going to failure on everything, because it's just not the same. It will grow you. It won't grow you the same as going to failure. Will you get bigger going to failure? Will you get more jack, more tone, more everything going to failure? Yeah, you will. Not to mention, if you have 5 to 6 in reserve, it's like, what are you doing anyway? Well, why go that? Look at Sam Solar, for Christ's sakes. That guy goes to failure and then some. There's a lot of debate around his shit too, because he's doing, these, I don't know if you want to even call them partial reps, but the guy's fucking going hard, and he's definitely not leaving anything in the tank. My guy's going negative reserves, if anything, and look at the size of that fucking guy. So the whole leaving 5 or 6 in reserve is the same as failure. So this guy over here, who's every single time getting to here and shaking and struggling, is the same as the guy who's just good. I guarantee you they don't look the same. Guarantee it. Again, work out how you want. If you want to leave 5 or 6 in reserve and never have your girlfriend touch your biceps, that's fine. If you're gonna go to the gym, take all the time it takes to go to the gym, put your program in place, do all the necessary things that you're gonna do, and leave 5 or 6 in reserve, just doesn't seem to make sense to me. Exercise turns fat into muscle. No, it does not. I'm not going to spend a ton of time on this one because I feel like this one is so obvious. They're just not the same thing. Lifting is going to build your muscle, and exercise and all of that is going to lose fat. They're not the same thing. One can't be converted into the other. It just doesn't work that way. Your exercise is what's burning your fat. Your weight training and your strength lifting is what's building your muscle. They're two different things. So that's all we're going to touch on that one. Supplements are necessary for building muscle. Not true. You never heard the term, man, that boy's country strong. Just a big son of a bitch out there throwing hay, fucking pulling tractors. I don't know what they do out there, but we all have met that guy who was just big as shit, doesn't work out, strong as an ox, wears overalls probably, I don't know. Doesn't take a supplement, never took a supplement, never even worked out. But the dude can fucking lift a house, and he's jacked. Like Brock Lesnar, head to toe, country, jacked. You don't need to take it. Some people are just genetically gifted. Might go on, I guess. Some are. Some literally do the work on the farm and get huge and jacked, and they work fucking 17-hour days, and their diet's whole food. You know, they're eating from farm to fucking table. Like they're eating whole foods. They're eating the right shit without even knowing it, and they're jacked. So don't think you have to take supplements. I'm a huge believer in supplements. You know, for us average normal folk, yeah, I huge believer in creatine. I love my protein shakes. It's necessary for somebody like me because I'm not pulling fucking tractors or living that style of life. I mean, living a nice pampered fucking easy life to where I can't get all my protein in every single day. So having 50 grams in a shake every night is super beneficial to me, and having 10 grams of creatine a day, I feel helps me grow. It might not be like that for you. I know creatine's one of those ones where I'm a firm believer in it, and I do think it works, but not everyone responds the same to it. I was taking 5 grams for a long time, and I felt like it wasn't doing enough for me. So I upped it to 10. And when I upped it to 10 per day, I felt more growth happening, better recovery happening, better everything happening from that. Maybe some of that's mental, I don't know. But supplements are not a necessity, but they're very nice.